Hi everyone, August favourites today. It's been months and months since I've done a favourites video, so I thought it was about time. And also throughout the summer months I have actually tried a lot of new products or rediscovered some old favourites, so I've got more than usual to show you. So I thought this was a good time to do a favourites video, and it's completely makeup actually, all makeup apart from one item, which I will explain. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is this. You would have seen me talk about it in a haul when I first bought it. It's a W7 Hollywood Bronze and Glow. I said at the time the look of it, I think, apart from the outside packaging, but the inside packaging I think is designed to look a lot like the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow, but obviously a lot cheaper. I think from memory it was either £3 or £4. You can get W7 in Next, you can get it online at Amazon, and I've seen it in Savers as well. So it's got a bronzer on one side, no, that side, and a highlighter on the other. As you can see, I've already hit pan on the bronzer. I've been using it on an almost daily basis. There is quite a bit of shimmer in it, but it's not too orangey. It is quite pigmented, but you can use a really light layer if you've got fair skin, but I equally think this product would look good on people with deeper skin tones as well. The highlighter I love. Normally I go for quite pinky highlighters, but this is more of a champagne coloured highlighter, but it just adds a really lovely glow on the cheeks. So I think for the price that is really good, and it's one thing that I can see myself repurchasing when I start to run out of the bronzer completely. On the same kind of theme is this. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's one of their ultra blush palettes. I do have a few of these. I think I've got 3 or 4 of these now, but this is definitely my favourite one. This one is the Golden Sugar range. No, not range. Golden Sugar shade, I suppose you'd call it. So you get your 8 shades, 4 of them are quite marbly, 2 of them, I always do that, wrong side, 2 of them are the bronzers here, but this is really lovely for creating a really glowy look. Lots of different highlighting colours. Don't be scared by the purple colour here. It doesn't come out very pigmented, and I don't mean that as a criticism. It just makes a really lovely glow with a bit of colour. I love mixing the purple and the pinks together. This one is a lot less scary than it looks in the pan as well. It just turns out to be a really gorgeous bronzy colour. There's actually a video from April, another YouTuber on here, that really gives you a good tutorial on how to use this, and it's kind of from watching her video that's made me love this this month, because I have had it for a few months but really been using that on a regular basis this month. I think that's about £4 or £6 or something, so the usual bargainers price of Makeup Revolution. And while we're on the subject of Makeup Revolution, I'll talk about the other product I've been using a lot this month. This is from their newer range of matte blushes from the yeah, I think it's just called the Matte Blusher range, and this one is called Fusion. So it's a peachy coloured blush, as you can see. I did actually say when I reviewed this on my blog, you can see it there, that I reviewed the whole range on my blog, and I said that New Rules was my favourite because it was so different to anything I've already got, which is still the case, but this one is just so wearable. I've been wearing this on a daily basis for work. It stays there all day. You just have to use such a light touch because it's very easy to overdo it. I've done it a few times where in not so good lighting in your bedroom you pile it on and you go out and you've got major Aunt Sally situation going on. So it's such a light touch, but I mean that in a good way, because this is going to last, one of these is going to last you a long time, and they only cost £3 each. On the more higher end of things, I have rediscovered this eyeshadow, and it's a MAC eyeshadow which I've got in a single, and it's called Mythology, which is one of their luster finish eyeshadows. What I love about this, amongst other things, is that it's going to be suitable through autumn and winter, as well as me having loved it in the summer as well. It's really quite shimmery, but I like that in an eyeshadow, and it's coppery. It's here. So it's coppery, it's gold, it's got a little bit of pink in it. In some lights it even looks a bit sort of purplish as well. So how you wear it can really make a difference to the complete overall look. I've just been wearing it on its own a lot during the summer, but you could really smoke it up or add a bit of gold in if you're looking for a more sort of autumn wintry look, especially around Christmas time. So I'm pleased to have sort of dug through my collection and found that. I do plan to get a palette actually, so I can depot some of my MAC eyeshadows. I've only got a few, but I find that I don't reach for them very often because I've got so many palettes. But I'm gonna one of my aims by the end of the year is to start up a MAC palette so I can depot some of those and use them more often. Another thing that I've been using almost every day throughout August is this number 7 foundation. It's the essentially natural foundation, and I've actually had this for a really long time. If you watch my drugstore foundation collection video from quite a while ago, I'd only just bought this then. But during the summer is when I have definitely been reaching for this more and more. It calls it a lightweight natural finish with a light to medium coverage. I would agree with that. It's definitely lightweight. It definitely gives you a natural finish. I'd say it's more on the light end of the scale coverage wise than medium. It's got an SPF 15 in it, and it's in this really handy packaging, so you can throw that in your bag or take that with you if you're travelling somewhere, and neither is it too heavy, does it take up too much space, and you don't have to worry about it breaking because it's not glass. So it's definitely not full coverage. You do need concealer on if you've got any blemishes or anything else, but for a really quick foundation to just wear day to day, it lasts pretty well. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that you can put it on in the morning and it looks the same in the evening when you get home from work, but just for one of those days where you want to put something on your skin but you don't really want to look like you're wearing makeup, this is something I'd recommend. I've got it in the colour Calico, which is the lightest shade they do. It happens to be a really good match for me, but I do think a lot of their lighter shades are a bit sort of hit and miss. I've heard like there's quite a big difference between each of the light shades, but luckily for me this matches me well, and I think that's about £10, which is one of their cheaper foundations, so I think that is well worth the money. Finally, this is something really random, and my final beauty favourite of the month is a toothbrush. And I don't mean to brush your teeth, well obviously I use a different toothbrush to brush my teeth, but I've been using this to exfoliate my lips. Long story short, I love the e.l.f. lip exfoliator. You can't get it in the UK at the moment. e.l.f. as far as I know don't sell in the UK. If you know any different, do let me know. But the one that I had from when they did sell online in the UK, I dropped down the toilet so I couldn't use it, but I loved that for a lip exfoliator. I really noticed the difference when I used it. It meant I could wear matte lipsticks, which I thought I never could because my lips are really dry. Anyway, and that sorted it out. So when I dropped that down the loo and I couldn't use it anymore, I wanted to find another one. I went into the Body Shop. I didn't really like the look of that one. I thought about the Bliss Fabulips one, is it called? And it's like about £15, which to me is really excessive. The Lush ones I'm not really a fan of. And I know you can make your own from sugar, but I'm just too lazy to do that. And then I remembered what I used to do back in the old days before I even knew about lip scrubs, which was use a soft bristled toothbrush to exfoliate my lips. If you buy a separate toothbrush and you make it one of the really soft bristled ones, or even a kid's one, and you just gently use this to rub your lips in circular motions, and then put on a really good lip balm afterwards, it really does buff out all the dry skin on your lips. It also does give you a very temporary lip plumping action as well, because you've got all the, I don't know why I keep doing this, because you've got all the blood circulation up to your lips, so it does actually very temporarily make your lips bigger. But I'm thinking, why did I need to spend money on a lip scrub, which are really quite expensive what they are, when you can just buy a toothbrush for like 50p, because it doesn't have to be a decent toothbrush in terms of brushing your teeth, because that's not what you're using it for. So that has been my last beauty favourite of the month, a toothbrush to use as a lip exfoliator. So that is all my favourites for August. I think a lot of those I can definitely continue to use through the winter months. The foundation, probably as it starts to get a little bit colder, darker and drizzlier, I will want something a bit more full coverage. But I'll definitely go back to that next summer when this runs out. This is nearly gone, I think, but I'll probably end up buying that next summer around unless I find a new summer favourite. But everything else I'm definitely going to continue using into the autumn. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you would like to see weekly videos. If you've got anything to say about any of these products, do let me know. I always say that when I make a video, but I mean it, because I have had some really helpful comments on my videos, people recommending things, people pointing out things to me that I didn't know. So I do always love it when that happens. So if you've got anything to say, don't forget to write a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.